light spring color palette and how to integrate it into your wardrobe and makeup. Light spring color palette is a transitional season in the color chart. It is predominantly warm and light in colors, while its owner main features are subtle, soft, and toned down. This edge part of spring is at the peak of light pastel color development. We are transitioning from a delightful and colorful spring into hot and golden toned summer with a mix of its premier cool undertones. Light spring sits between true spring, which is also the apogee of the brightness of the color, and light summer, which is a pure conglomeration of freshness and subtleness. Light spring is a jumper, making its colors light and soft. All the undertones are warm and the harsh line of contrast becomes soft and dissolved. Characteristics for light spring color palette. Just imagine the beginning of May. It's the last month of spring and the sun is already hot with its golden sun rays. People are covered with undertones and everything is becoming yellowish in the whole surrounding. There is a warm hue in the air, and in order to cool it down, you will need warm but muted colors. It's the prime time for Italian gelato and blossoming Paris. There are some bright red accents, but those are so small and subtle that those are better left for makeup or small accessories like bags. It's a warm palette, even though it has a medium or rather no contrast between the skin color and the rest of the complementary features. This is why we need to balance it out with a compatible warm shades and undertones which might be mixed with pastels from light summer. The central undertone of the palette is always warm, and in this case it is better to wear golden jewelry instead of silver, even though your palette allows both gold and silver. So here you have already checked the colors on the palette and figured out that not all colors will suit you, so now you're doubting whether you are light spring at all? Don't worry, not exactly all colors from the palette are meant to fit your appearance. The main thing that will concern you as the light spring palette is that you need to figure out if your skin tone is cold or warm type because spring is predominantly warm. How to find out if your skin type is warm or cold? This is really easy to do. The fastest way to understand what your main type is to face yourself in the mirror and play around with gold and silver jewelry. For example, if you see that you have a slightly pinkish skin undertone and silver earrings suit you better, you are a cold type. If you have olive shaded skin and gold jewels suit you better, you are a warm type. You do have a soft appearance color-wise, but it's not completely true when technical resources say that your features appear somewhat grayed out or toned down. There are people with grayish appearance, but their blue eyes definitely stand out. They are somewhat muted, but in general, you can clearly see that the color of the eyes does stand out from the whole picture of the colors. Your true colors are muted, but if you add perfect soft spring color to your features, or at least one of them, they will definitely stand out. With the right palette, your features will be enhanced. It might be true that the contrast between your skin, eyes, and hair is low to medium, but the important thing is that the usual person that reads these statements in the article will not be able to identify that contrast. It's because it's difficult to figure out which chroma, hue, and contrast your own appearance has. My advice to you is not to put so much attention to these technicalities and just go along with a simpler explication of what your palette is. The features of light spring color palette. Eyes. Those are true amalgam of softness and brightness like light blue, green, intense green, light copper brown, blue-green. All of them might have yellow spots. Hair: light blonde, medium blonde, dark blonde, honey blonde, medium brown, copper, strawberry blonde. Skin: it's a typical porcelain doll look that is most often with fair skin with a tendency to tan slightly and develop a few freckles when the sun is intense. Contrast: there is really low contrast between the features, even though your blue eyes might really stand out, or any of the other features. Your complexion creates a perfect toned-down mix rather than a harsh, edgy look like winter season, meaning there are no specific and precise lines dividing or creating a strict, harsh contrast. Am I light spring or light summer? I know what you would ask, why light summer is here, because those are the seasons that lay right next to each other on the color palette chart. They have the same kind of matching colors, where the only difference is the undertone. The only thing that distinguishes them is that summer has a cold undertone and spring is a warm one. In summer, colors are muted and soft, while spring consists of both rich hues that need to be blended in. The later ones don't contrast with each other, they create a soft transition from spring into summer. How to mix and match a light spring color palette in your wardrobe? In technical fashion materials, it is being stated that you should only combine colors from one color palette that belongs to your skin tone. So colors that work for a bright winter palette should only be chosen from the palette given to you, as harsh and way too bright or cold colors can create an undesirable effect on your skin, especially if you have a delicate, muted appearance. But I have already mentioned that dark, warmer colors can still be used for the lower body. The main center is always your facial zone, which attracts the most attention. So you mainly need to concentrate on the face and the décolletage zone with your light spring color palette. You have to understand that even if you use all blue combination or all dusty pink or creamy combinations, in your upper and lower body, it will be color correct for you and your skin, but still might be unflattering if your body shape is not perfect hourglass shape, especially if it concerns those that have an ampler bottom like a pear body shape. So that would mean that light pink pants will not be the best choice for your bottom line, because they can make you look bigger than you actually are. And this is what we are trying to avoid when constructing a perfect wardrobe for you. I advise you to pay a closer attention to the articles that are indicated down below this video, where I'm talking about each and every body shape, like an inverted triangle body shape, hourglass body shape, rectangle body shape, apple body shape, pear body shape, and how to construct the perfect capsule wardrobe for them. Styling for light spring color palette. Neutrals. Light spring is mixed with summer colors, but when it comes to neutrals like white, black or beige, it needs to be softened with an inclination to the true warm type, which is a yellow undertone. Otherwise, pitch black harshness will not wash your beauty out, but will definitely make it look heavy. Strong colors will always clash with your beauty, with a tendency of weighing you down. I would suggest introducing softer tonalities like dark gray instead of crispy black, and off-white instead of clear crispy white. Colors to avoid for light spring color palette. Light spring is not about total coolness like during summer times. It's warm, vibrant, but still soft, so it's better to avoid bright clashing shades and dark, deep tonalities like dark purple or pitch black. Patterns and prints for light spring color palette. Patterns are usually used for upper body garments like blouses, sweaters, or summer dresses. People rarely wear trousers with patterns, most likely blatant colors are being used. As a light spring type, you can wear prints, but those would need to be in the right color palette for you. If you see a patterned fabric, you need to concentrate on the primary color of the whole garment. There might be blue flowers on white, but you need to figure out which color is primary here. It's primarily white that is basic here, so you need to see if that primary color is from your light spring color palette. Light spring needs to use low to medium contrast because of the delicacy of natural beauty. You might still go for low level contrast, which would be right for you. However, there is always a solution for you if you didn't find anything from this guide. Jewelry for light spring color palette. How you could fix your non-perfect colored look with just one thing, and it's a necklace. For me, it's pearls. Be mindful that pearls need to fit your skin color perfectly. When you put something like a pearl necklace on your neck, you create a rough separation between the wrong color for your skin and the necklace, so the chain is going to be the primary color reflector for your skin color. For example, I have a purple dress that does not really fit my skin color, and my face tends to look a little bit tired with it. You know it, especially if you have blue eye bags in the morning and you feel tired. It doesn't make me look the best, but I still like it, so I create a cut between the color and my face with a pearl necklace that perfectly fits my skin tone. So the jewelry is the first color reflector right near my face. Please check out the article on how to wear the pearl necklace and where to buy it better down below this video. As stated, between gold and silver, I'd recommend gold as it's warm enough for your skin tone. Pearls need to be cream white color as it matches your complexion perfectly. Avoid huge plastic earrings of vibrant shades like Samantha from the Sex and the City used to wear. And thank you so much for staying here with me. I hope this information was useful for you. So don't forget to subscribe, put a like, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. See you in the next episode.